John Lackey. He's won a Game 7 of a World Series. He's been the Angels' ace and perhaps made his best start of the year in his last start after being very shaky. And Pierre has really filled that gap beautifully, although this time with the curveball, it's a strikeout, a foul tip. To shortstop. This is Ibar, and he throws out the very fast Furcal. And then nobody would make him an offer after he broke his wrist. This is Lackey throwing out Hudson, and it's a quick, quiet inning. 3 up and 3 down. And Kershaw's numbers: 3 wins, 5 losses. And as you mentioned earlier, Steve, he is definitely a work in progress.
But it's interesting. You put him in college, and you'd say this is one of the top picks in the country. He's not really ready for the major leagues, even though he's here.
And he walks Sean Figgins. His whole offensive game has climbed. Big hop to third. Blake's going to have a long throw. In the dirt. What a play by Loney to get him. Outstanding on both sides.
Exactly. That's what you call a double star there. You give Blake a star for getting back on that ball and getting rid of it quickly, and then Loney picks it out of the dirt.
Base hit could mean a run with Figgins now at second. That hit hard. And bobbled by Furcal. In the dirt, and again picked by Loney. John Lackey ready to pitch to the Dodgers cleanup man, Casey Blake. Diving at first and getting it. Quinlan, and Lackey gets the put out. And does the OC have anybody close to me? Well, Quinlan did a pretty good job there as the ball is caught at shortstop by Ibar. On base percentage in the National League. And there's a 4-pitch walk for Russell Martin. The shortstop Ibar well over toward the middle. Broken back over the head of Quinlan and backed up by Rodriguez. And that one is a squibber. It's fair. It stayed fair and hopped right over the bag to Loney.
Games ever threw a pitch that slowly.
It's a fastball whipped into center field. Base hit for Napoli, the Angels' first hit. And the Twins were a great offensive club as Quinlan walks. Napoli was running on the pitch again.
The high fastball he threw was just almost unhittable.
That ball is hit high in the air. There's Matt Kemp. And Rodriguez is out, number 2. And then set the strikeout record and won that game. And that's all for Ibar. So he loves the passion that Matt has for the game. This is Figgins, and what a play! In the dirt with that hard slider. That's the strikeout pitch most often for Lackey. Ross was thrown out by Napoli. A defense designed just to keep him from bunting again. There's the bunt. This is Napoli. Better hurry. He got him. Sean Figgins leading off against Kershaw, and he hits it to the wrong guy. And our 20th Father's Day. Father's Day to Joe, I mean, means crashing into walls all around the country, but that was the stoutest wall he'd ever tangled with. Casey Blake throws him out again. 0-0 in the 4th. Oh man, sharp breaker for the strikeout, and Napoli throws him out.
About what's needed.
And that is all for Orlando Hudson. He's still kept separate and empty in the clubhouse. And tribute to him as Casey Blake gets a walk. Attempted to persevere. And that's the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. Andre Ethier with a single to center, and Blake goes to second.
Starts it in the strike zone.
Runners go, and he walks him. That is right to Figgins.
Well, I guess he figured if I hit the fastball, I'm going to hit it at somebody.
He likes the way he's swinging the bat right now. He's got an 8-game hitting streak going. He's making solid contact. He's not elevating the ball. Curveball. Wow. Hit that one. It looked like a balloon floating through the air, and he almost beat it out. They were grinding it out against Lackey. They forced him to throw 32 pitches in that 4th inning. There's Blake. And Rivera is out, number 2. Clayton Kershaw, 2-2 the count. And that is into left center field, a base hit. So Napoli is 2 for 2. While the rest of the Angel lineup is 0 for the night. Nobody else has a hit against Kershaw. But he's a pitcher who is a pretty good hitter. In the air to right. Andre Ethier in the sunshine. And the inning is over.
Happy Father's Day, John.
I got all caught up in the moment, you know.
There's a base hit up the middle from Matt Kemp. Yeah, thanks a lot, Steve.
So happy Father's Day, John.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
Thank you. His arm hurt?
Yo, his arm was killing it. That was the point.
There's the bunt by Ausmus. And Lackey looked at second, but Kemp has great speed. He was already there. That ball is driven down the right field line, and a fair ball by Juan Pierre. That will get the first run of the game home. Ball juggled in right field by Abreu, but it was going to be a double anyway, and an RBI for Juan Pierre. Now toward the middle by Furcal. Ibar throws him out, and there is Pierre to renew acquaintances with his longtime friend Sean Figgins over near third base.
He's got to be sitting on a fastball.
Got the curve. Short hop by Figgins. And the inning is over. And it's a walk, and that is the third walk allowed. He has walked the leadoff man here. Now Ibar shows bunt, and there's the bunt. To second base. The throw is wide. It was going to be late anyway. He's not bunting. And that ball goes right by Ausmus.
And hope that he works to either corner. He doesn't have the kind of command to hit his spot.
And he is walking. Rodriguez, Ibar, and Figgins, the runners. That's a double play ball. There's one. Ausmus to first. Two. A double play. And a double play without allowing a run.
Well, what he did there, John, is he took his time.
Runners at second and third, 2 down. On the fists, and he popped him up for Cowell. And he gets out of it. Against Lackey. Oh, man. Talk about abusing him. Fastball inside, fastball outside, 0-2, and then the curveball
where he hit it.
Ethier into left field, and there is Juan Rivera.
I think the one thing John Lackey's doing, though, is look, they put the pressure on. They didn't score, but he's throwing strikes trying to get his team back in there, and Kershaw back out on the mound.
But that is ball 4 to Russell Martin. He has walked 3 straight times. Break a leg to Martin. Loney. And there is Hunter. Glad has grounded out twice and lifts a fly ball along the right field line. Ethier going over. Abreu, Torrey Hunter, Glad on deck. That's through, base hit for Juan Rivera, and that is the first hit by any one of those big hitters in 12 at-bats. And Napoli, for the first time, down on strikes. They might go into first place.
You're catching on, John.
Did he swing? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. Here come the Dodgers. Matt Kemp, the hitter, and he bunts it. Figgins. And it's a base hit by Plenty. And he does again. And Lackey looks at second. Thought about it, but Kemp got there quickly, and so he gets the short out at first. Well, he hits that one deep and over the head of Rivera, who is playing shallow, as Steve pointed out. Kemp will score. Here's Pierre digging for third. The tag, and he is out. The hitting charts, and that curveball is ripped in the right field by Rafael Furcal. His first hit of the game. 2-0 Dodgers. He cracked his bat. A piece of it flew off the end as Ibar throws him out. He did not get the win. And a curve in the dirt for the strikeout. State Farm. Base hit to right for Figgins.
He has really been swinging it back well, John. He's hitting over 400.
Troncoso.
Well, he wouldn't be pitching to him.
With the runner going, the ball is bounced to short. A very defensive swing there by Abreu. And Furcal throws him out. Abreu 0 for 4. Lackey to Blake, and Blake has a base hit. That's the first hit of the game for Blake. Have gotten better and better against Lackey. That breaking ball is blooped into center in front of Torrey Hunter. The Angel bullpen is busy. 2 men on, nobody out. Martin, it's a double play ball to second. There's one, and Ibar back to first. Double play, especially late in a game. That ball is hit deep in the right center field. That ball is way back there. It's a home run! A 2-run homer for James Loney. It hit the top of the wall.
Well, it looks like we're going to go to instant replay.
And there's the signal, home run. There is Rivera off the bat of Kemp. Belisario has pitched 42 innings. The two of them combined are on a pace to pitch over 200 innings together. Vladimir Guerrero. And he hits that slider to short for Kyle. Out number 2.
To get those outs. I think the Dodgers' issue is they're having to go to the well an awful lot because their starting pitchers leave almost too many outs.
Walked 4, struck out 5 through 107 pitches. Napoli has a base hit to center field. Two men on. And a changeup hit very softly. Blake in the dirt, and it skips right by Loney and into the crowd. Rivera will score. And Matthews a little bit low, maybe a little bit off the outside. It was close. And the slider struck him out. The new second baseman, East Torres. And Ausmus is out number 1 here in the 9th inning.
Learn a little bit of command at the major league level.
And the curveball is hit into center field, a base hit.
The Dodgers were protected with Juan Pierre.
Pierre is running. Napoli's throw on a bounce, too late. To Rafael Furcal. Big chop. Well, that's going to be a base hit. Wow, that stayed up there. Good hang time on that one. 2 men on, 1 man out. There goes Pierre. The ball is hit sharply to Kendry Morales. He gets the unassisted out. Pierre to third and Furcal to second. Vlad Guerrero due 4th. Another big chop over the head of Figgins into shallow left field. Ibar will run it back in. Pierre has scored. Runners at first and third. A run is in. 5-1 the Dodgers lead. And he struck him out. I thought Joe Thornton was with the San Jose Sharks. Strike 3 to Figgins. 0-2. Right up the middle, and that's a base hit. There goes Abreu. They were not holding him, so he'll take second base. The hit here by Abreu, the first time that any one of the 3 of them has even been on base. Deep into center. Kemp still going. And it's off his glove. Abreu heading home. He scores. Hunter stops at second. He had an 8-game hitting streak going coming into this game. Right back to Broxton. Broxton wanted to go after Torrey Hunter. Now Loney is going to go after him. And he's safe at third, and just barely. Up the middle, base hit. So Hunter scores. 2 runs are in. There goes the runner from first base. That ball is hit sharply. Blake has it up to his feet. And the ball game is over. And now we hear from the Dodger fans. Dodger fans and Angel fans all here in large number at Angel Stadium for this series. But the Dodgers win the rubber match from the Angels after losing the first one, blowing a lead and losing the game. On Friday night, they come back and win 2 in a row. And that's been an oft-repeated story for the Dodgers in 2009.